Hello, ciao, hola, assalamu alaikum, konnichiwa, and welcome to the latest installment in the Cure's compendium of radio plays. This is Arizona James, Act 1. Yes, the first phase is finally upon us. The stars are in alignment, the gods have smiled, and the apocalypse has begun. That's right, folks. We're running on borrowed time here. So really, there's nothing left but to tune in to Arizona and Friends, await your inevitable demise, and, of course, donate to Winter Comfort, an information, advice, training and support centre in Cambridge for those who are homeless or vulnerably housed. They do good work and we're proud to support them. Our fundraising link is in the description. Now, the adventure begins.
Good afternoon, students. You'll be pleased to know that today I will not be teaching class. Yes, all right. No need to be quite so enthusiastic. Now, allow me instead to present today's special guest lecturer, Dr. Vivian Storm. Thank you. Today, I have come here to tell you a story. Facts and artifacts are important, but they're not everything. Myths, legends, tall tales. More often than not, these hold within them a grain of truth. Oh, so good of you to join us, Miss James.
Sorry, Viv. Dr. Storm.
You know Dr. Vivian Storm?
What? Oh, yes. She was my high school's classics teacher.
She was your Latin teacher? But she's a world authority on the ancient Americas. They're completely different fields. Academically speaking, that's ridiculous.
I don't know what to tell you. Viv Storm is old school. She's been there, done that, and got the fedora and bullwhip to prove it. Look.
Settle down, class. Now, as I was saying, the line between story and history is not so clear as your usual lecturers might have you believe. And today, the story I am going to tell you is a tale of a god, an urn, and the end of the world. So, are you sitting comfortably? The name still.
I still can't believe you were late again, Ari. You're impossible. Look, here's the notes I took for you in Professor Smith's seminar last week.
Thanks, Laurie. You're a lifesaver.
I just wish you'd take your studies more seriously. Spending all your time painting isn't going to get you your degree. Final exams are in less than a month.
I meant to get here on time, Laurie. There was just something I had to finish.
Oh, really? And what was that? What? A portrait miniature of me? How long? What? Why?
I know it's not much good. That photo reference from your fencing tournament was awkward. Not that you look awkward, it's just the outfit. I mean, I love your sense of style. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought I could do you justice.
That's not what I meant. You're a great artist, Ari. Your stroke work is heavenly. Brushwork. All I was asking is, why would you do this for me?
Oh, well, we've been friends for about a year now, right? And with what happened at the bar last night, I was wondering if you would like to go to the student exhibition with me this evening. We could take your motorbike.
Llamas are not strong enough for ploughing
and riding, you see. A study date?
Kind of. Well, maybe not so much of the study bit. I'm asking you on a date. To date me.
There is
officially.
Shells being used as mediums of exchange
in
some places, but
I don't know.
Where are you going?
I'm sorry, Ari. I've got work to do.
But you left all your notes
we have on these people's lives and diets. It's fascinating and crucial. Now, class, this may look like a perfectly ordinary Andean stirrup vessel, but do not be deceived, because once this vessel was open, or so it was said, it could not be closed by earthly means. The cat, so to speak, was out of the bag, or more accurately, the bird. Once the god within was released, there was no going back. The apocalypse had begun. This, so the faithful believed, was the point of no return. Likely mere superstition, but a lesson to remember. Sometimes things cannot return to how they were. The urn symbolizes this duality, the beginning of the end.
Look, gentlemen, I understand your concerns, really, I do. But I can assure you, your fears are entirely unfounded. Our new exhibition...
To hell with your new exhibits, Caldwell. What is this museum? A business or a charity?
Well, technically.
Oh, do shut up. No one cares about your half-baked research and hypercritical academic scruples. The bottom line is, we need results, and we need them soon.
Exactly. Listen here, I've been an investor, no, a friend even, of this dinky little museum for a long time now, and I've got to say, it's not looking good, Mr. Caldwell.
What we're trying to say, Professor, is that it's not enough for the Grand National Museum to be just some sort of warehouse for historical artifacts. These days, the public want engagement, scandal, discourse.
Yes, I see. Even here in little old England, we're familiar with the concept of publicity, you know. But all we seem to get these days is bad press.
Sorry, buddy, but that sounds like a you problem. We're here giving you private investment out of the goodness of our hearts.
And 10% of our proceeds.
And 10%, right. And you can't even bribe the reporters to shill this joint.
I keep telling you, it's not my fault. It's these damn online exhibitions and artifact repatriation activists and that bloody Discovery Channel. Oh, artifact repatriation. Discovery
Frankly,
Channel.
Professor, I don't care whether you swindled your own grandmother to fill these halls, much less how many countries you personally looted, robbed and pillaged for the sake of your precious pottery. Silence these activists and troublemakers if you must, for God's sake. The only returns I care about are my investment.
When you say silence, do you mean...
Don't take it too hard, pal. That's just how it is in the free world. Give and take, rise and fall. And hey, you're owed money, right? You could always sell the Abbey.
Let us be clear, Caldwell. You will turn a profit this quarter, or, with all due regret, we will be forced to withdraw our friendship with the museum. And then it is you who will be history,
The nerve! Can't believe this rubbish. How dare they? Don't they know who I am? I, Professor Emeritus Cuthbert Caldwell, disrespected in my own house. And I as good as own the museum, too. As for turn the profit, I turn plenty of profit.
You do, Professor? Museum's accounts have been looking rather dire last I saw.
The museum accounts concern me not at all. I'm talking my accounts. I'm talking pure profit. No extortionate taxes, no 10% off all proceeds. None of that nonsense. It's as it should be, Natasha. The money a man earns, safe in his pocket.
Laurie.
What?
My name is Laurie, Professor. Natalia handed in her notice a month ago, and, I just graduated in art history. It was unbelievable luck, really. I applied straight away because I've always wanted to.
Yes, whatever. I asked for your name, not your life story. Laura. First I've heard of you.
It's, Laurie, sir. I have been your intern for the last 2 weeks, sir.
Don't bother me with trifles, Lauren. I've got a lot on my hands as it is.
Professor, why don't you just give them their share of the profit? The one you say you've already made?
Lara. Does your job description include meddling in things you shouldn't?
No, Professor. It mostly consists of making coffee, sir.
Right then. And now you've done that? Chop chop, Lauren.
Laurie.
You know, I don't think this job is working out for you. Perhaps you should try that new sandwich place down the street. They've been advertising for a waitress. Huxley, put out the call for a new research intern, would you?
No, please, Professor Caldwell. Working here has been my dream since I was 7. Being an archaeologist, like you, it's all I've ever wanted. And this museum, why, it's the premier institution for mid-7th century Mohican pottery. I couldn't bear to see.
Yes, that's right, Huxley. This one has no idea the kind of work we do here.
I have an idea for how to turn more profit this quarter, more than we've ever had before. Please, just give me a chance.
Huxley, hold the phone. What's this, Loretta?
It's never mind. I have an idea. How to keep the investors satisfied, get the press on our side, and save the museum.
Save your sorry job prospects, more like. Well, I might be persuaded to give you a second chance, Lorelei.
Thank you, Professor. I won't disappoint you, I promise.
I'm sure you won't. Now, as I was saying, I think I have an idea for how to revitalize the museum's reputation. Miss Margulis?
It's Mex Margulis.
What?
Nothing.
Quite. Well then, Miss Margulis, think you're up to a supporting role?
Ready and willing, Professor.
Capital. So, what was my idea? The one that you had.
Okay, so if I cut back on my commute coffee expenditure, that should make me still several £1,000s in debt. How were international fees this much? What is it, Milo? Timmy fall down the well? Is it deep? Any chance I could join him?
Miss James, rent's due. You do know I can hear you whispering to that dog that you definitely don't have, and I definitely haven't been turning a blind eye to.
I'll have it by the end of the week, Dr. Fickery, I promise.
Miss James, that's what you said last week. And the week before that.
I know. It's been a difficult month at the antique shop again. But I'm sure my painting commissions will tick up on Etsy soon. If you could just...
You're a good kid, Miss James. But I can't just let you have the flat for free. That goes for the puppy, too. I'm sorry, but my wife and I can hardly afford the mortgage as it is. All right, Milo. You make a compelling argument. You and your human have till the end of the week, but not a day longer.
That was a close one, Milo. Oh shit, I'm late for the night shift.
Thank you. Do come again. Oh, Ari! Right on time, too.
Thanks, Signor Auditore. I I'm happy to be here.
Well, if you say so. Personally, I've seen more lively Venetian death masks. But non sono affari miei. Buonasera, Milo. So, is your young lady still Alverde?
Yes, senor. His young lady is still very much broke. Trust me to get a degree that leaves me conversant in the world's richest cultures and greatest treasures, and so penniless I can't even afford a damn cup of coffee.
Hey, now. You know I can't stand to see a lady cry. That's better. Now, why don't you go home and get some sleep? I'll cover the shift for you, non c'è problema. It won't break the bank.
Are you sure?
Di certo! Times may be tight, but I'll take more than one missed night shift to close auditory's ethical antics. A good business speaks for itself, no?
See, actually, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stick around. It might make me feel less useless. Besides, nights are our busiest hours.
Oh? You've noticed that, huh?
Well, sure. I found it kind of funny at first, to be honest.
How so?
Oh, it's just my aunt runs an art gallery back home, and she says the dealers she knows tend to get the most of their business in the afternoons. Something to do with the silver dollar economy. She did seem surprised that we're open 24/7 here. Is that the norm back in Sicily?
Ah, scusi, Passerota. Perhaps you could sort those reproduction Ming vases in the storeroom? Whilst I attend our noble customer.
Your wish is my command, senor. Come on, Milo.
Buonasera. How may I help you this evening?
You know, Milo, it was awfully nice of Signor Auditore to offer me the night off. And Dr. Fikri didn't have to give me another week on the rent. All in all, things could be a lot worse. I'd just feel a lot better if I wasn't living off the kindness of people who are one bad day away from being in exactly the same mess as me. At this rate, I won't be able to afford enough art supplies to even qualify as a starving artist anymore.
Che cosa? Affanabla.
Signor Auditore never changes, does he, Milo? That's something to hold on to, at least. I wonder what happened to my classmates. I guess art history isn't the easiest thing to turn into a career, but some of them must have made it. Don't you think, Milo? I remember Laurie Margulis was always such a go-getter. They certainly were the one that got away.
Madonna, quanto?
Damn! I wonder what's going on in there. I hope it's not about those Georgian silver candlesticks again. We told the police we bought them in good faith.
Ciao. Ari, shift is over.
What? What do you mean? It's barely gone midnight. What's this?
Your rent for the rest of the year.
I don't get it. You've got to be kidding me. How much did that dude buy?
So many questions. Can't you just accept a good deed, Ari? Think of it as la forza del destino.
I'd rather think of it as an absurd amount of money in a blank, unmarked envelope. There's got to be a catch.
All right, I admit it. That customer, what they bought, it is a lot, you're right. And to deliver it, I'm going to need your help. Does this sound acceptable?
I'm listening.
Well, would you consider yourself well-educated in matters historical and art-related?
Seriously?
Right, colpa mia. Are you familiar with the 7th century ceremonial stirrups boot vessels from the Genesian region of the Andes?
Vaguely. How come that matters?
Bene. Are you also familiar with the notorious bird-headed Kuimistalots ritual jar?
A little. It came up in my finals last year. Whew. As far as I know, it's a ceremonial urn linked to the doom cycle mythos. Local legend had it that to open the vessel was to invoke the final prophecy of the apocalypse, the times of the winged flame and claw. It is the urn at the end of the world, so to speak. Why do you ask?
We are going to steal it.
Well, that's my rent paid. And I slept on it, like you asked.
Bene, and what were your conclusions?
I don't know about this. Just can't shake the feeling that it's wrong. To be honest, I was kind of hoping it was all some crazy dream.
Oh, you worry too much, Passerota. We both deserve this happy little accident.
But it's theft. Heck, it's probably even grand larceny. That's like theft premium.
So, you think the museum asked nicely before they acquired that urn?
Well, no, but that...
There you go, then. Dilemma resolved.
No! Look, the past is a different country. They do things differently there.
Porca miseria. That whole museum is stocked with ill-gotten gains. What's one more or less? Who loses except some bastards who's already rich as Bezos?
Don't you mean Croesus? And as for who loses out, everyone. Everyone loses. Everyone who cares about history, about art, about... Didn't you say we'd be close today?
Oh, that will be our first applicant. They're early, points for punctuality.
I'm sorry, what?
What can I say? I made myself useful while you were snoozeful.
You put an advert in the newspaper? Big heist. Criminals wanted. I don't believe this.
You like it?
Like it? What on earth were you...
Come in. Make yourself comfortable.
Why are you like this?
Is this the recruitment for the big heist?
It is now, kid. Heck, how old even are you?
Ignore her, Piccolina. She was born a pessimist. Now, let me just find your name on the list.
Oh, I wouldn't be on there. I only saw the advert half an hour ago while I was chucking the paper through Mr. Shah's kitchen window.
Interesting. And how's year 9 treating you?
Hey, I passed my A-levels a whole month ago. Plus, my parents are on a second honeymoon, so they're out of the picture. I've always wanted to pull a heist.
I hate to admit it, young one, but my congenitally negative colleague has a point here. It wouldn't feel right involving someone so young.
Oh, come on! You've at least got to listen to my pitch.
I'm sorry, Piccolino, but no, it's too dangerous. Better luck in a few years, huh?
I see. That's a shame. But I see how it is. Guess I've got no choice but to head home and, drop this recording off at the police station en route.
What recording?
Oh, the one I've been taping from your back window for the last quarter of an hour. See?
Martacci, when did you... How?
It was no biggie. I just picked the lock, hooked up the mic behind the curtain, and set it to stream audio straight to my phone. Nothing fancy. I've always got a few picks and tricks on me, just in case. Also rocks. I like rocks. So, shall I be on my way then, or...?
All right, Lex Luthor, calm down. We get it. Why do you want to get involved with our big heist anyhow? Seems like we're a bit below your level, felony-wise.
Welcome to the team, Piccolino.
Oh, heck yeah! This is going to be so awesome. My name's Danny. Glad to be a part of the team. Oh, this is going to be sick. Oh,
Senor, you can't be serious. We don't even know anything about...
We are gonna find a dream team for the best heist you'll ever see. We are gonna get your dream team with the best people you'll ever see.
Hey, I'm Luca. I saw what I love best. I've read the books, I've watched the pros like Indiana Jones. I've never really done one, but I can hardly wait. I so want to be a part of Arizona's 8.
I'm sorry, but we can't hire you based off your letterbox. Think you'd find the reality to be a major shock.
I promise I could do it. I'm basically Tom Cruise.
I'm still convinced that your involvement would end up as bad news.
Aww.
We are gonna find a dream team for the best heist you'll ever see. You're gonna get your dream team with the best people you'll ever see.
Bonjour, je suis Madame Mon-Aimée. I was the greatest thief back in my day. I've taken from the Louvre Van Gogh as good as mine. I'm also a clown when I have any spare time.
You sound like just a person I'm so glad we got to meet. Just one quick question first, what are those on your feet?
These are my clown shoes, I never take them off. For clowning they're perfect, for they're as loud as whooping cough.
Then that's the deal breaker, there's no way you could sneak around. I'm sorry, but we want to avoid drawing a crowd.
We are gonna find a dream team for the best heist you'll ever see.
I'll maybe get my dream team with the best people I've ever seen.
Hey, I'm a crime influencer. I'll post on TikTok to get you those likes, and a partnership with a dodgy brand. Arizona's heist featuring weight loss gummies?
I don't even know how I should react. I thought we asked for criminals.
We did.
Technically, I am a criminal. I've broken so many advertising laws. I was also head of publicity for the Luciano crime family.
We don't want adverts, that's how we ended up with you. Unfortunately, we've got to reject you too.
We'll maybe find a dream team for the best heist you'll ever see.
I might not get my dream team with the best people I've ever seen.
So, I'm not even a criminal, I don't try to be, but I study criminology and I need a case study. I'd love to hear more about your motivations and to talk a bit more about your taste in weapons.
Absolutely not, who do you think you are? We're not doing this for fun, go get out of here fast. I'm not gonna find a dream team for the best heist you've ever seen. I didn't get my dream team, these were the worst people I've ever seen. Well, that was a train wreck. Mind you, who even reads the newspaper these days? Look, if we want to find people, we need to be a bit more subtle about it.
Oh, I can do subtle. Dibs on subtling. Dibs is legit, right? Like, I know we're lawbreakers, but we still respect the law of the dibs, surely. Because if not, I am walking.
Now, we've still another 2 applicants. One for hacking, and the other one for decoy.
Where did you get these job descriptions? Straight from TV tropes.
Ciao, Bella. Welcome. Please take a seat also.
I don't think so.
Perdone?
I didn't come to chat, amigo. I'm Niagara. Keeper White. You may have heard of me, but you can call me Naya.
Right. So let me guess. You are here for decoy. Because of course, a pair of dark glasses and a trench coat simply screams not at all up to something.
No. I'm a computer programmer, actually, for like hacking and stuff.
Ah, of course. So, if you are not the decoy, then despite the fedora and the false beard and...
And I'm the man you're looking for.
Diablo, who are you? Jack in the Box? And how did you get in there? Those crates were delivered just this morning.
Takumi Iskander, at your service. Born in Japan, educated in Egypt, and delighted to make your acquaintance.
Right, Takumi, what do you feel you can bring to the position of decoy? How would you describe your people skills? Do you work well as a team under pressure in the dark at high altitudes? What is your position on lentils? You have 4 hours.
I'm sorry, what?
All astute questions, my young friend. Let me begin by describing my...
Do you want me to answer these too? Wait, I've made a list of things to say. Okay, here it is. So I know, I could bring a lot to this position. I was top of my class at uni. I've worked for several high-profile banking security providers, including Eagle International. And I work freelance, so I can accept payment in any format. As for teamwork,
Eagle International? Aren't they the firm that had the big security leak a few weeks ago? An inside job. Well, senor, look, this isn't working out. Let's put a new ad somewhere sensible. Or better yet, let's accept that this is insane and call the whole thing off.
Does anyone else hear sirens?
Would this be a bad time to explain the circumstances under which I terminated my employment at the car dealership?
Right. Okay. On second thought, welcome to the crew. Yay! Well done. Now, let's get out of here. Quick!
Presto, let me just put my running shoes on.
There's no time.
So, that fancy limo out front?
Is mine. Sort of.
Figures.
So what you're saying, Takumi, is that you can drive?
Yes?
Hell yeah! Let's hit the gas!
Quick! How did I get here? Oh, man.
So, you're sure your boyfriends are cool with us holing up here?
Oh yeah, I bring stuff through here all the time. The guys made a real cottage industry of my little hobby. It's like we were made for each other.
Wow! That's a major league mechanical kit.
What can I say? I like my tools in all shapes and sizes.
Not just tools, evidently. Let me guess, you used to work in a jewellery store too?
Guilty as charged, my lady. Not that I ever was.
I don't get it.
Get what?
How is someone dumb enough to steal for fun and desperate enough to sign up with us, simultaneously smart enough to get away with running a black market luxury goods racket out of their garage?
What can I say, Ma'am? He's got a good lawyer.
Oh, the best.
Maximilian Wright, QC, at your service. Miles, to my friends. Please, make yourselves at home. I'm afraid I'll have to make a start on dinner now, but Phoenix will be pottering around the workshop if you need anything.
Hydraulics need changing on the Ferrari. Excuse me.
Wait, what? Wait for me! I want to see the hydraulics!
Alright, so you're dating a hotshot lawyer and a car mechanic on top of the black market business. That still doesn't explain why you answered a newspaper advert for a big heist. It sounds like the world's dumbest sting operation.
Hey, I paid good money for that ad.
Look, Miss James, firstly, both my boyfriends are lawyers, actually. Phoenix just happens to be good with his hands.
And secondly?
And secondly, if you would stop interrupting, why does it matter? Can't a gentleman seek adventure anymore?
This is so cool!
Look, much as I love small talk and character exposition, I thought we had a heist to plan. If not, you can count me out. So, was I wrong?
On the contrary, Signora, you have hit the nail on the head. Danny, get over here! We've got a scheme to concoct.
What do you mean the museum doesn't have a secret tunnel network connecting to an electrical workstation on the Victoria line? It worked in Skyfall.
I mean, the Grand National Museum doesn't have a goddamn secret underground tunnel system. And the fucking trains are bad enough as they are.
We could dig one.
Oh, and I suppose you're volunteering, huh?
Hey, it's not my fault you shut down the carnival idea.
Oh, for the last time. No one is going to let you set up a travelling circus in the grounds of a world-famous museum.
Well, Bambini, I don't see what was wrong with my initial idea. All we'd need is a stick of bubblegum, a small armored car, a perfectly timed lunar eclipse, and...
No.
Oh, fine then. I give up.
Some good Parmigiano Reggiano and mozzarella, both the origine contra latte, of course. Yes. Sounds like we came just in time. Figured you could do with some hot cocoa about now.
We're a super cool heist team. We don't need...
Actually, cocoa sounds really nice right now.
Was that some enthusiasm from Naya Supercool over there?
Shut it.
Molto bene. This is really very good.
Oh, you're too kind. I learned to make it like that when I was on retreat in Firenze.
Oh, genuine Italian cioccolata. That explains it.
Oh, Danny, I got some old magnetic tapes for you to look at. For that data storage project you mentioned when we were working on the Ferrari.
Thanks, Wait. Italy. Cars. Tapes. That's it!
Charming, Danny. Real classy.
Really, though? I've got it! Now listen to me, for I have this plan. I really don't want to explain it again. My plan is genius to the core. I guarantee you won't have heard it before. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam.
Hang on. I'm sure I've heard this plan somewhere else.
Don't interrupt me whilst I'm expounding. I think you'll find my plan quite astounding. Our hacking skills are pretty neat, and so I think you'll find my plan works a treat. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam.
You know, I've definitely heard of this plan somewhere else also.
You've never heard of something quite like this. Once there's a jam, the heist's a piece of piss. Whilst all the cars are stationary, we'll steal the urn with ease and all thanks to me. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam.
Danny, I really don't think this plan is quite as original as you seem to think it is.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
I don't think they're listening to you.
Hey, you can't just sing your instrumental interlude in order to ignore me. What I was saying was...
We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam. We will reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam.
Fine, I give up.
So as we all make our courageous escape, We'll leave the guards and the police agape. We will retreat into the night, whilst our pursuers are stuck at the red light. For we've reprogrammed the traffic lights to make a jam. Yes, we've reprogrammed the traffic lights to make a jam. Reprogram the traffic lights to make a jam. Yes, we've reprogrammed the traffic lights to make a jam.
That's actually not bad.
Hang on, wasn't that basically the plot of the Italian Job?
See, I was thinking it sounded familiar.
Fine. Does anyone have a better idea?
No.
Oh, alright then. Team?
Crew.
Oh, scusi, crew. As you say, Naya. Well, Team A plus Alpha Squad super cool heist crew. I have a phone call to make before bed, and I expect you all to be asleep before I'm back.
But I'm not tired yet.
No arguments, Piccolina. We can't go out heisting without being well slept. Now can we? What would your parents say?
Not much. They're in Ibiza.
They have my sympathies, but it's no excuse for delayed bedtime.
Hook, line, and sinker.
What's that? Speak properly, will you?
Your plan is going perfectly, Professor. The repatriation heist will be attempted this very weekend.
And the police? They will be informed in time. We don't want to lose that urn for real, you know.
Signor Auditore has been kind enough to give me full details of his feather-brained plans as per our arrangements. And he doesn't suspect a thing. Everything will run smoothly, I assure you, Professor Caldwell. Like clockwork.
You better hide, girlie. For your sake.
Alright, Gatse. It's showtime.
Danny, Piccolina, I appreciate the third, but I think that music is going to attract more attention to us, not less, no?
Fine, if you say so.
Thank you. Now, Takumi. What's with the overcoat?
Trust me on this one, boss. On my honor.
Well, I suppose we're all among thieves here. Fair enough. Are we all clear on what we need to do?
It's near closing time. The museum is fairly empty. We walk inside and find a convenient gallery to hide in until the place shuts down for the night.
Bene and Danny?
Once we've got a good hiding spot, I'll message Ari where we are. Then, once she's mapped out our quickest route to the ceramics gallery, I'll scout it out and jam the security camera circuits.
Then the Signor and I will follow on with the glass cutting equipment.
Molto bene. And if we run into any trouble on our way?
I'll cover for us. You go ahead with the kit. I'll rejoin you once the coast is clear.
Sounds foolproof to me.
With us, it had better be.
Scusi?
Oh, nothing.
Alright then. It begins.
Turn that music off, Danny. Why Phoenix gave you that old Walkman I'll never know.
Fine.
Shh, Milo! We're supposed to be inconspicuous. Sure was nice of the Wrights to lend us one of their cars. Well, if it is their car, I guess.
Girl, stop sweating the small stuff. Anyone would think you didn't want to be here.
Funny you should say that.
Code purple.
What?
I said code purple. Did you even read the cosine manual I drew up last night?
Hypothetically, I'd say I didn't.
Purple means Danny's managed to jam the CCTV feed on the route you mapped. With, actual jam, turns out? Grape, apparently. Anyhow, the others are good to go for reaching the urn.
Then why not just say that? We're not in a film, Naya. Can't we just talk like normal humans? All this heist movie jargon is so cringe.
Oh, yeah? Well, It's not. You're cringe. Oh, damn it, why are witty comebacks so much harder in real life?
Hi? can we help you?
Ah, yes. We're looking for the Grand National Museum, but we seem to have got a bit lost.
I'm telling you, I followed the GPS exactly. Sadly, I must have fallen down or something.
Oh, are you guys from out of town?
Your t-shirt says San Genesian Artifact Repatriation Front.
No, it doesn't.
What my colleague means to say is, it's an acronym.
An acronym for what?
Isn't it obvious? It stands for San Genesian... Art enthusiasts and fact finders really passionate about striations, friezes and ossuaries and things. See? Artifact Repatriation Front.
We are particularly interested in any ossuaries or other pottery the museum has.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about an urn, would you?
Shut up, you two!
Right. You don't think these guys are also like...
Oh, you think? Hang on a moment. Sorry, my friend and I were just trying to figure out the quickest way to get you guys to the museum before it closes. Here, let me mark the route on your map for you. There you go. It's a big building. You can't miss it. Just head through the big double doors when you arrive.
Muchas gracias, señoritas. You are too kind.
De nada.
Now that's what I call improv. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess you didn't send them to the museum.
Nope.
So, where are they going to end up?
Let's just say they'll find plenty of pottery where they're headed.
Signor Iskander, are you going to help with this big or not?
Shh! Over there. There's a guard.
What do you mean there is... Whoa! Porca vacca. I'd better scoot. You got this?
Do I ever?
Oi! What are you doing here? The museum closed quarter of an hour ago.
Oh, what haven't I been doing here, officer? Been there, stole that, bought the t-shirt.
What the... I am here to rob you?
I trust that clears things up.
I should have known it would be one of you lot. Bloody security logistics contractors and their bloody sense of humour and their bloody surprise inspections. Some of us have pretzels to eat, you know.
Can I get on with it now? Some of us have jobs to do, you know.
Smart ass. Just don't make a mess of the place, all right?
I'll follow your example, officer, I promise. Down to the last crumb.
Yeah? Well, good.
Takumi, you made it.
Quiet down, Bambino. This is the critical moment. Takumi, come help me with this kata.
Sure thing.
Guys?
We're almost there.
But...
That's it, dog. Ooh.
So, now that we've got this urn, someone remembered to cut the alarm first, right?
Hide, now!
Damn the logistics team, leaving the lights on too. Now, where's that incident report sheet?
He comes over to this display case and sees what's missing.
Ah, got it. Now, where's that pencil? 8:23 p.m. False alarm. Submit complaint, bloody logistics team. That serves them right. Now, let's see. Alarm switch reset. Officer Bernard Winterbotham. Ha, easy does it.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Okay, I'm into the traffic control network. Now, to cause a little havoc.
Oh, awesome. Naya, is it just me, or can you hear those sirens too?
Oh, shit.
We need to get out of here.
No, the others are still inside. Besides...
Danny! Thank goodness.
The other two are right behind me. It's go time!
Get in! I'm getting us out of here.
You know, Danny, this would be a lot easier if you hadn't insisted on bringing your Lucky Rock collection here.
Wait, is that what I've been looking?
This is all wrong. They weren't supposed to catch on this quickly.
Well, they have. Let's just get out of here.
No, you don't get it. I didn't have time to rewrite the traffic system.
Okay, and?
They'll be on us in minutes. The only traffic lights I managed to mess with were near the garden centre, round the corner.
I don't want to worry anyone, but that's definitely a police car.
Shit!
Hang on! What's that?
Look out! It's an electric wheelbarrow?
Well, that's a lot of smashed flower pots.
That was close. I hope those officers are okay.
Never mind all that. Where did that wheelbarrow come from?
Shit, we're skidding. I think one of those cacti punctured a tire.
At least the cops aren't going anywhere for a while.
Hang on. Ari, the driver, he's getting out of the wheelbarrow. It's one of the t-shirt gang.
Look, I figured it would keep them busy. Trip to the garden centre never harmed anyone.
Yeah, except possibly us.
Well, I didn't know they'd be dumb enough to loot the place, or that you were going to hack the traffic lights next to it.
Look out!
Oh.
Is everyone okay?
Aye.
Okay.
Oh.
The urn!
Calm yourselves, Donna. The lid has fallen off, nothing more.
Come on, mortals! Who dares to wake me from my slumber?